Righto, boys, grab hold of him.
Crown Oaks Day at Flemington. Ladies' Day, the biggest and most colourful catwalk in the world, with its flamboyant fashions and the finest fillies in the land. This Melbourne Cup Carnival has already won its place in Australian folklore.
Damien stands high in the irons, salutes the heavens.
Today, we remember what has been and wonder what will be the next chapter in a truly remarkable spring.
Hira Graham on the outside.
Crown Oaks Day on 7, the new home of Australian horse racing.
Yes, Ladies' Day at Flemington, the biggest catwalk in the world today, as fashion and fillies become the headline act. The 142nd running of the Crown Oaks, a race as old as the Melbourne Cup. The great fillies have triumphed on this day. Magical Miss won the race last year. Lightfingers won at Oaks back in 1964. Welcome to the third day of the 2002 Melbourne Cup Carnival. A classy day by nature and tradition. And in Melbourne today, it's a hot one. 26 degrees at the moment, and we're going for 33, and the north wind is getting up. So it is going to be hot. And the track today is fast. It's 4.08, the actual rating is good, but so much talked about the track after the Tui's new Melbourne Cup Day. The rail today, the horses will be running on fresh ground. It's out from 2 metres to 7 metres. It's good morning to Richard Friedman. Oaks Day, it conjures up so many feelings and thoughts, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. After the day for the purists, Derby Day, and then the Carnival Day on Tuesday, Oaks Day is just a fabulous day for the ladies to come out, and we're going to see some great racing. And look, I've been looking forward to this day all year. I always do, Bruce.
I'm sure a lot of people are with you too, Richard. A terrific program, dominated by the Crown Oaks in the middle, but we start with the Adams Platform Stakes, the $100,000 Imperial Leather Stakes, Moed and Shandon for the Mares Race 3, the Cadbury Roses for the Fillies Race 4, DeMarvo Plate for the Grey Horses Race 5, then the Classic Oaks, the Crown Oaks, the Emirates Classic Weight for Age for the Sprinters, the Crown Cup, the Old Country Cup, race number 8, and then the Longines Plate, the final event on the program. The scratchings today, there's quite a few. We had a number of emergencies in the first, 6, 13, 16. Race 3 we go to then, 2, 4 and 12, so race 2 is clear. Race 4, Miss Marion, a late one, number 7, along with the emergencies, 17, 18 and 19. Race 5, take out the emergencies, 17, 18, 19. The 2 feature races are both clear, 6 and 7. To race 8, a late scratching, number 10, Augusta, along with 17, 18 and 19. And in the final event on the program today, take out 10, 18 and 19. So much action today, both on and off the track. Let's go down to the marquee area and Joanna Griggs.
Down here in the 7 Network marquee, and today of all days, Andrew Dado, you have to be particularly nice to me because, as we've heard, it's Ladies' Day.
For the record, I'm always nice to you, but you're right. It's Oaks Day, Blokes Day, Jokes Day. Speaking of which, Anthony Mundine, the man, will be floating around. We'll talk to him.
We certainly will. Chuck Mundine, Kimberly Joseph, Vince Colosimo, Jane Hall.
Yep, Kathy Freeman's also about, so we're going to talk to all these famous celebrity types and look at what they're wearing, because at the end of the day, Oaks Day, that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about the fashion.
Well, it is for some.
Yeah. Is that Wonder Bra girl back today?
Right. It starts now.
Yes, it's Oaks Day, Ladies' Day, the day the girls like to shine on and off the track. And I'm here with fashion designer extraordinaire Wayne Cooper. Now, Wayne, it is a big day for fashion for ladies. They want to look sophisticated and elegant, don't they?
They do, so they've got to get the balance right. The girls have got to keep the hat, the dress, all in unison. Don't look like you got out of a dress-up box. You can't appear like the dress is wearing you. Like Audrey Hepburn kept that balance right. You've always got to think Audrey Hepburn. You've got to get the balance somewhat like yourself. So who's dressing you today?
Well, I've actually been dressed by McConnell Currell and Jan Logan Jewell, so I can't wait to see what the ladies are wearing out there. We've got some girls in the background, so we should go off and check them out.
We will.
Wayne and Naomi, you're in good company. A huge crowd expected today for Oaks Day. And let's have a look at the early update.
Number 1, Macedon Lady, 2.80, 2 Hyrograms, $6, 3 Lashed, $6, 4 Fuji Dancer, 6.20, 5 Soprana, 20.80, 6 Itsudini, 17.20, 7 Antique, 30.40, 8 Milanova, 25.40, 9 Bullaborghese, 22.30, 10 Unzipped, 27.50, 11 Make Me Strong, 35.30, 12 Shalang, 58.90, 13 Fuji Sea Rocks, 112.10, and 14 Desert Traveller, 63.50.
Macedon Lady, the favourite at this stage at $2.80. The Crown Oaks at 3 o'clock local time. Let's have a look at the field for the opening event for 2-year-old fillies. It's the Adams Platform Stakes.
Number 1, Carlton Spirit, Scott Seamer, 2 Rinky Dink, John Didham, 3 Arena Star, Ivan Culliver, 4 Bold Demand, Brett Preble, 5 Chicks in Charge, Corey Brown, Scratch 6, 7 Divine Secret, Nash Rawilla, 8 Draculina, Darren Gauci, 9 Flying Diva, Greg Childs, 10 Lanquin, Danny Nikolic, 11 Miss Terrain, Noel Callow, 12 Paint the Stage, Darren Beedman, 13 Out, 14 Rosarino, Vincent Hall, 15 Tendency, Patrick Payne, Scratch 16, 17 Oaky Miss, Karen McAvoy, 18 Vecchia Signora, Stephen Arnold, and 19 Glass Slipper, Stephen King.
And there's plenty of early money here to say that Mick Dittman, the great jockey, can start his training career as a winner. They threw up a ½ point over each way odds, Glass Slipper in this first one, and the big pro punters have snapped it up. I know that's not the way you're going, Sean Bartholomew.
No, she's been backed off the map here, Pat, but I'm going for the top one, Carlton Spirit, for a bit of value.
Plenty of value in that. It's 3 times each way odds.
That's right.
Be a nice way to start. You had a good day, Cup Day, 3 winners from a very hard program and a winning day.
A winning day. I'm very pleased with it.
Okay, the other one that they are backing down here is Arena Star, but the big money early for the Mick Dittman trained Glass Slipper, right down there at number 19.
Full race totes for the Adams Platform Stakes. 1 Carlton Spirit, 12.40, 2 Rinky Dink, 8.80, 3 Arena Star, 4.80, 4 Bold Demand, 25.70, 5 Chicks in Charge, 13.70, Scratch 6, 7 Divine Secret, 33.40, 8 Draculina, 44.20, 9 Flying Diva, 12, 10 Lanquin, 28, 11 Miss Terrain, 23.80, 12 Paint the Stage, 17.70, Scratch 13, 14 Rosarino, 23.40, 15 Tendency, 13.40, Scratch 16, 17 Oaky Miss, 65.40, 18 Vecchia Signora, 38.10, 19 Glass Slipper, 4.40.
Glass Slipper, the favourite, 4.40, 4.80 Arena Star. Interesting, they've drawn on opposite sides of the course. We have 3 straight races today, and when the north wind gets up, Richard, there is a feeling the outside has the edge.
That's the old saying, and I think it's held true for many, many years, Bruce. When they go to the outside rail when the north wind's blowing, the stands in the last 200 metres tend to shelter those outside horses, and it gives them a chance to get into a bit of a vacuum, and they make ground, and I think that's where the advantage comes from. But outside gates today, if the north wind blows, start looking for them.
Glass Slipper's out wide. Who have you gone for in the opening event?
I've gone for Glass Slipper. I think the outside barrier will help her. There's been a big tip around for her. I see Sean Bartholomew. He's gone for Carlton Spirit there. There'll be a bit of value. On the other side of the track, Graham Sampiri's with me.
OK, so Glass Slipper for a couple and Carlton Spirit. Here's Carlton Spirit, 7th at Moonee Valley last start. She won the debutante on 1,000 Guineas Day at Caulfield.
Yeah, she led all the way in her initial run, and then she came out. It was just an even run at Caulfield, got run over by a few strong ones late. She's got an each-way chance.
Rinky Dink was 2nd in the debutante behind Carlton Spirit, scratched during the week, but lining up here.
Yeah, it was a good run there. It did come home quite well, Rinky Dink, but I'm not sure how strong that race was. I'd just like to see one more. I think I'll tip others in front of it.
Arena Star was a $1.40 favourite at Bendigo and trotted in over 900 metres at its only start.
Yeah, it led to the turn there and then it just bolted away. Ran good time too. It's got a chance.
Number 4, Bold Demand. Well bred. The dam here is Bold Promise. Merlin, Miss Penny Money.
Miss Penny Money and Merlin were both good 2-year-olds. You could expect this to be well educated from the Peter Moody stable. Keep it safe and watch the betting.
Chicks in Charge was getting home really well at Caulfield in 4th place in the Debutante Stakes.
Owned by a large group of women, this filly, and it settled back in the field and in a trial and came home well, so obviously got some talent.
Omen tip on Oaks Day. Chicks in Charge, number 5. To number 7, Divine Secret. Some good reports about this. Is by Thunder Gulch, the former winner of one of the Triple Crown races in the United States.
Hard to get a tip out of the Robbie Lang stable because it's up at Sutton Grange, but there has been a few leaks out of the stable to say this goes well.
Oh, it's toey. You can see there it's giving Nash Rawiller a bit of a hard time. In fact, I think he's gone off, Nash. He's gone off.
Yeah, Nash has been thrown to the ground there. Looks like he's hurt his leg. Look, 2-year-olds, they're flighty. They're in front of a crowd for the first time. They're really easy to upset. It's leapt forward. Nash has come out of the stirrups and then it's just flipped him over the back and he's landed on his tail. That'd have to hurt.
Well, he's in a bit of pain, the jockey here. There's no doubt about that. We'll keep an eye on that, obviously. Draculina trialled well at Cranbourne.
Yes, was 8.7 lengths behind the leader, though, but the winner of that trial did win by 7 lengths, so perhaps it's a very good horse that won and not a bad trial.
Here's a Flying Spur. Greg Charles arrived for Matthew Ellerton. Matty has a lot of good youngsters, Flying Diva.
Yeah, Greg Childs on board here. He'll ride it well for Matty Ellerton, who has a good record up the straight. His horses are very well educated. Hasn't been seen at the official trials, but you can bet it'll be ready to do something.
Let's go down to Greg Ratley, who has Mick Dittman, the trainer of the favourite here, Glass Slipper.
Great to have Mick Dittman in Melbourne and first runner today. A lot of confidence in the ring. Are you confident?
Well, she's done everything right. She trialled good at the Gold Coast, but it's a little bit tougher down here. But we've got a fair opinion of her, so hope she races to what we expect.
All right, what have you done with her to get her ready for this?
Oh, she's had a trial at the Gold Coast and she had a trial down the straight here at Flemington. She came down a fairly slow trial, but quite easy. And, you know, she's had a lot of education. She's in good nick, so I'm very happy with her.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
What a rider he was, Mick Dittman. First starter as a trainer. National Willer, by the way, is back on Divine Secret. Here's number 10, Lanquin. Now, stablemate is Scaredy Cat, who did very well at Caulfield, so might be a bit of a tip here from the Brown stable.
Yeah, Narbathong there. It's drawn 18. I think that's an advantage. It's very hard to tell, trained out of town, but stable has had a good record with young ones.
They look really spot on, these fillies. Miss Terrain, number 11, is by Spartacus, who was a top-class sprinter. Mick Price, the trainer.
Once again, this is one we're going to have to watch the market because it hasn't been seen at the official trials, and the market's the only way we'll know.
You might be able to tell us a bit about Paint the Stage. The Dams assisted a stage hit. Lee Friedman, the trainer, Darren Beedman, the jockey.
Well, Lee says this filly's got ability and it will go on and win races, whether she's just ready to beat these, but Barrier 13 and Darren Beedman will help.
13 scratch, Rosarino, number 14, the Dam Roses Joy, won the Merson Cooper Stakes.
Yeah, David Hall trains locally. This filly will have seen the straight a few times, drawn the middle of the course and will come to the outside.
Now, a number of the bottom horses are actually side by Rory's Jester. Here's Tendency, one of them.
Yeah, Rory's Jester, fabulous sire of early 2-year-olds. Drawn the inside, will go up the inside rail. Matthew Ellerton, the trainer, Pat Payne, the rider, and look, you'd have to respect that. Just watch the betting from the Ellerton stable.
17, Oaky Miss, a Rory's Jester filly.
Yeah, Kieran McAvoy's just having a bit of a sweat there, a bit of nervousness in these 2-year-old fillies, but you can understand that. Out of Clever Zoe, the mother of this filly was a flying machine. If she's inherited that from the 19 alley, she'll, sorry, from the 4
that's the next one.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Vecchia Signor.
Yeah, another Rory's Jester filly with Kieran McAvoy on. Once again, Peter Moody stable at Caulfield. Watch betting.
Here's the Clever Zoe filly, Vecchia Signora, who's drawn out wide.
Yeah, sorry about that, but 19 alley, and it also is having a sweat up, by the way, but it's by snippets out of Clever Zoe, who could fly. Was an absolute flying machine. If she's got any of that, she'll be hard to beat.
And arguably the most interesting filly here today in this race is Glass Slipper. She trialled at the Gold Coast, bolted in. Greg Ratley spoke to Mick Dittman, the trainer, just a moment ago. Third emergency, gets a run.
Lucky, brought her all the way down here without a guaranteed run, but they've got in. That she looks fit and hard. Look at the rib on her there. I'm very happy with my selection.
Bit of deja vu here. We're going down to the mounting yard. Jenny Chapman's with Peter Donegan. Peter.
Yes, I seem to recognise this lady, Jenny Chapman. Welcome back to Flemington.
See you, Pete. It's great to be here, I can tell you.
Chicks in charge on Oaks Day. Well, they certainly are in charge. How's your little filly going to go?
Look, fingers crossed. All the girls are here. I've got 5 girls from Hong Kong and 5 girls from Melbourne, and they're so excited. None of them have slept. We're all just cheering. We'll just be cheering so hard. You'll hear us anywhere if you're not at Flemington, I can tell you.
I reckon they'll hear you in Hong Kong. Jen, ladies, good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Jenny Chapman, their part owner of Chicks in Charge, as the fillies are on their way to the barrier.
See Australia is on the lookout to find today's Crown Oaks favourite. If you've been dreaming about a great Aussie holiday, here's your chance to win. Simply SMS the number of your favourite Crown Oaks horse, followed by your full name and postcode to 0428 123 555. If your selection wins, Sea Australia is giving you the chance to win a 3-day holiday for 2 people staying at the Novotel Twin Waters Resort just south of Noosa. The prize includes return economy airfares, accommodation, and is valued at over $3,000. Each vote puts you in the running to win this fantastic prize, which will be announced later today.
So what are you waiting for? Go on, get out there. See Australia!
We're watching Carlton Spirit here, number 1, who dumped Scott Seamer just before they got to the barrier, then tried to jump over. Here it is. Have a look. Her legs have gone from underneath her. And down goes Scotty Seamer, and off she goes, and then attempted to jump the running rail here.
Yeah. She ran down the end of the course here to get away. She's just frightened. You know, big crowd, and she's panicking. And then, as the attendant later on approached her and tried to catch her, she's escaped out of the course and got into the stable area outside. I hope the filly's all right. It's a very dangerous way to be. They've got her. Thank God for that.
So you would think this filly will come out for sure, Carlton Spirit, number 1, who was in the market. Sean Bartholomew's selection, a winner at Caulfield on 1,000 Guineas Day. Such a valuable filly too, and the good thing that she's in one piece. There's so many people here today and so much going on that they've arrested her, and that's really good news. But Scott Seamer has 4 rides today, all of them in the first 4 races on the program. He's on Susie Gray, one of the favourites in race 3. There he is, Scott Seamer.
Might be a tip there too. That filly just lost her footing. Now, when you get a hot day at Flemington with the long grass, which they'll leave for the carnival, the grass can become quite slippery. And her feet, before she got to the gates, just went from underneath her. I hope the course isn't too slippery for the other runners.
Now, she's come out by the sound of it. They're not going to take much time making that decided. Now, Mick Dittman's filly here has been backed Glass Slipper to the exclusion of most of the other runners. We saw Arena Stars out to $5.70 a moment ago. The prices will come in a bit because of the $13.50 on offer for Carlton Spirit, but it'll be a late scratching. But Glass Slipper is into a very short price quote. It's not odds on, but it's under half each way odds right now.
Well, they're taking no chances with Glass Slipper because she's with the clerk of the course, just being kept nice and quiet and on the move. And I'm sure they'll be well looked after. There she is. And Stephen King there, taking no chances.
I spoke to Mick Dittman in the mounting yard before we went on air today, and he's pretty excited. He's a laconic guy. I mean, what a rider he was. One of our greatest. He's 51 years of age, and here's the Freedman horse coming up.
I knew it'd go straight into the gate. See, well educated.
Take the stage. Darren Beedman, the jockey there. Arena Star goes up. Now, what does Ivan Culliver do? He's drawn the inside. Does he come to the outside with the rest or stay on the fence?
Heavy negotiation when you've drawn in the middle of the course with the other jockeys, because you just can't go over the top of other horses. These jockeys in barrier 10, 11, 12, they'll all be heavy negotiations between them. Which way are you going? I'm going to the inside. No, I want to go to the outside. Well, I'll go with you. You know, they won't have decided until they get in the gates.
Oakie Miss about to come up. I said to Mick, is that it? No more riding? He said, I'm going to stay skinny. He said, you never know. He's 51 years of age, but I've got a feeling if Glass Slipper wins, he may become training may be it forever, I think. But here she is. Look, she's composed, isn't she?
She looks great. She looks fit too, and you need to be fit.
Look at this, $2.70. She was about $4.80 when we first opened up. The crunch has come. $5.30 for Arena Star, and $10.30 now for Rinky Dink, and $12.90 for number 9, Flying Diva.
Yeah, she's just gone in Flying Diva. She'll come to the outside rail. Matthew Ellerton horses will have trialled up the straight. Here we've got Lanquin just being led up. A lot of these fillies behaving very well for their first time at the races, and just as I say that, Lanquin decides she doesn't want to go in.
Very rare in a big field like this with little form to have a horse as short as this. This has been a very big plunge on Glass Slipper. As Richard said, they're a bit lucky. The third emergency, 3 scratchings, the horse gets a run. Rinky Dink's about to come up. And so is Vecchia Signora as we join Wayne Wilson for the opening event on the program.
Close to a start now. The lights are on and they're ready to go. Carlton Spirit a late scratching out of the race. Vecchia Signora, Lanquin drawn towards the outside. Glass Spirit for Mickey Dittman. A little bit of trouble in the centre. Chicks in Charge paint the stage. Racing, Glass Slipper began fairly well. Inclined to just shift out a little bit shortly after the start. Going quickly as Langquin and Vecchi Signora near the outside fence is showing plenty of dash. They're splitting. Vecchi Signora shows the way from Langquin. Glass Slippers popping in just behind them. Flying Divas in that bunch as well. Rosario's going up quickly. Arena Stars come from the inside right to the outside and is going to lead the grandstand side. They've got 450 metres to go. Arena Star on the outside shows the way and bolted away to lead by 3 lengths on Rosarino, followed by Langquin. Over on the rails then is Vecchi Signora. Rinky Dink putting itself into the picture. Glass Slipper behind them. Now over on the flat side and over there Tendency leads Miss Terrain. Bold Demand is in that bunch. The outside's in front. Arena Star in front but feeling the pinch now. Rinky Dink is coming home hard. Rinky Dink's gone to Arena Star and then Rosarino, but Rinky Dink is too good for Arena Star. Rinky Dink first, Arena Star second. Langquin or Rosarino in a photo for third, then Chicks in Charge. Vecchi Signora, Flying Diva, Miss Terrain, Tendency, Bold Demand, followed in by Draculina. Further back came Divine Secret. Glass Slipper never really in the call. Third last in company with Paint the Stage and Okie Miss.
It's improved from Caulfield, this filly. Good odds when you think about it. Was second in the Debutante Stakes. The horse that beat it came out as a late scratching, but because of the money for Glass Slipper, it's been able to pay $10.70. It was a real run, no doubt about it. Rinky Dink. Gee, Arena Star was a good effort. It came from the inside and went right to the outside and led them clearly. Rinky Dink was had it covered here. Glass Slipper was a $1,000,000 to 1 in the run, really. It didn't jump all that well, as Wayne said, and then never really got into it. And Rinky Dink, the advantage of having a race already. Arena Star's run right up to her good Bendigo form, and Langquin has held on for third.
57.6 the time. There's pretty good time for 2-year-olds. You saw the outside division. They've come across. This one hasn't got to the outside rail, but the race experience counts here. She's gone as straight as you like and done everything right. A nice filly and a really good effort for her second start, improving quite a bit on her first effort. And you can see Glass Slipper there in the white colours just went out of shot there, never in the race. Once they get overawed and they get back in the field and they get some clods thrown at them, then they don't want to take part.
Let's go down to John Letts, who's got John Didham after the first.
Yes, John Didham and Rinky Dink. Johnny seems a little bit fractious, but she can run. Yeah, she can run. She did really well at Caulfield the first start when she ran second. She's very green. We trialled her down the straight and put blinkers on her. And Rick's got her in pretty good order, and she won well today. She sat just back off behind Arena Star, which made the pace. Come from the one gate into the leader. Yeah. Are you pretty confident? Yeah, I was. You know, had to do a lot of work from the one alley to get over, and it went very fast. I thought it could tell the last 100 metres, and she was good enough to just roll over top of it the last 100. And what about that, John? You said to me last week in the interview, the first winner in Melbourne, the metropolitan area, for 6.5 years, and here you are again winning a listed race again a week later. Yeah, well, old Ricky's helping me out. He got pinched back for me last week, and now he's got Rinky Dink, another listed race. So, no, things are going really well. Congratulations, mate. No worries. Thanks, Josh.
Winning trainer after the first is Rick Hall-Lacey. Rick, congratulations. You placed her pretty well.
Thanks. Well, when we pulled her out on Tuesday against the Colts, we were wondering if we'd pulled the right rein, but it turns out we have.
Race experience meant a lot to her. She knuckled down to her task really well.
Yes, she looked to be coming away at the end.
What'll you do with her now?
She'll almost certainly go to the... she'll go to the paddock.
And would you have the big races in mind over the autumn?
She hasn't been entered for anything. She's a Magic Millions filly, but I think she's a Vobis filly. That's about all we've got, but we can late enter her, I guess.
Yeah, you've still got a good one, Rick Hall-Lacey. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
It's doing well. Rick Dantana won during the carnival, and Pinchbeck won the 2-year-old race at Moonee Valley and runs in the Maribyrnong Plate on Saturday, the 150,000. So Rick Hall-Lacey's 2-year-olds are firing, and so is John Didham at the moment, who's got a good book of rides today. So after the opening event on the program, the 2-year-old fillies, it's Rinky Dink, Arena Star and Langquin.
(2002) Australia's Racing Champions. This magnificent print features 3 of Australia's greatest modern thoroughbreds. Ethereal, the shining star of last spring, winner of an unforgettable Cups double. Northerly, the fighting tiger from the west, and the incomparable Sunline, the greatest mare to have raced on Australian soil. Each of these 500 limited edition prints has been personally signed by equine artist Alastair Simpson. This wonderful piece of racing memorabilia is priced at $395. To order, you can phone 1800 889 992 or purchase online at www.sportswatch.com.au.